ceremony, but I think because of the way and manner in which people have participated, they have really encouraged the chamber that they're not even willing or keen to say bye-bye. Rather, they would want to say thank you. So we really, I think this is very appreciative for the fact that you are partnering with someone and he decides, or they decide that at the end of the day, they're not saying goodbye, but they're saying thank you. I think it is much appreciated, and I would want to thank the Chamber and management for the innovativeness in bringing about this ceremony. Number two, this is also the first time that we're having the collaboration of the hotels. They're here to serve food and to really treat people that have participated in the fair. This could serve as a promotion, so I urge everybody to see what we have in the kitchens of our dear hotels, experiment, and make sure that we also support them as partners in the private sector. Ladies and gentlemen, there isn't much to say. Thank you is thank you. We are very happy that people have participated en masse to a point that there is no vacant booth. To that, we want to thank and congratulate the participants, but more so our Gambian participants. I think this is an opportunity. The premise of the trade fair is to really promote small and medium enterprises, for them to be known, for them to come to the forefront. Now, they have participated, whether they have gained or not, but they have supported in coming up. Too often, you may not, fairs are not meant for particularly businesses. Yes, if you sell, it's okay. But I think the most important is that you invest for people to know that you are around and that you offer these types of services. And I think everybody will join us to say that indeed this has happened. I also want to use the opportunity to thank, since it is a thanking ceremony, I want to thank JIPA for supporting the Made in the Gambia products. The chamber had started some 2 years ago promoting Made in the Gambia products, and we will continue to do so. I think for the next 5 years, I want to ask my dear brother that we continue to use the theme Made in the Gambia. I think we need more promotion and support, and if we continue to do so, by the end of probably 5 or 6 years down the line, people would have known every business that is operating in the Gambia, and through that they may have the required support. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would say a very big thank you to everybody that participated. We are very grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Nafibari. You've always been there for the GCCI. Before I call on Mrs. Prom, I would like to call upon the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Almami Fandingtal.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Konate. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment, Mrs. Nafibari. A real friend of the Gambia's Chamber of Commerce Secretariat. We are very pleased that you could spend part of your Saturday afternoon with us to say thank you to everybody who has participated in TGF 2013. I would like to say that we would like to recognize really the 3 hotels that are participating in this Gambian Day, Gambia Food Festival as a part of the Trade Fair 2013. Ocean Bay is in the house. They have brought something that I'm sure would excite our palates. Kairaba Hotel is also GCCI 2012 Hotel of the Year for the Gambia. They are in the house. We believe that Coco Ocean as well, they have brought some generous food for our delectations. We think that trade fairs, as the Permanent Secretary have said, are important elements in the process of developing the private sector. It is an opportunity, it's an occasion where the private sector can come to market and showcase what they've got. Of course, they also would like to make a bit of a profit whilst they are at it. But at the end of the day, all these events come together and they are a shot in the arm of the economy, because if people come here, they would either come with taxis or they would come with their private cars, and they would consume fuel, they would spend some of their hard-earned money. So really it is an event for the economy, and we are hoping that going forward into 2014, we would have learned very valuable lessons from this encounter, and we would make even the trade fair more successful. We hope that we will have more international and more Gambian companies participate in 2014. We are not going to leave the team made in the Gambia, because this is really the only area where we can excel, because productivity in the national economy depends on what we have in the Gambia. If we are going to be prosperous and a developed economy, we must focus in made in the Gambia to raise the quality, to raise the standards, to raise the product, to improve access for Gambians to a variety of international and available products. We have at this trade fair the participation of GAIPA. We have the participation of the integrated enhanced facility. They are all participating, and GCP, the Gambia Growth and Competitiveness Project, has supported quite a few of the participants. SDF has done the same thing. I am naming all these institutions because they are directly under the Ministry of Trade, or they are associated with the Gambia government. And as such, we believe that the more businesses we can have, the more jobs we can create. I think these efforts at innovations, these creative ways of introducing Gambians to made in the Gambia products, we hope would inspire in them a desire to become entrepreneurs and to make sure that not only our cuisine but also our culture can be elevated to an international standard. I say this to people everywhere. The first thing that the Chinese exported was their food. The first thing that the Indians exported was their food. So there is so much that you can do from your culture that would appeal internationally and globally and make you also competitive. So really, in the presence of the Permanent Secretary, I cannot make a better pitch for support and partnership that we have been enjoying from the Gambia government, particularly from our ministry and the Minister of Trade currently, and past ministers, and we are very grateful for that, and we think that together we can build a public-private partnership framework that can make sure that our economy is productive and it is doing all the things that are necessary to create more jobs for our young people, more profits for our companies, and more prosperity for the whole of the country. Madam Permanent Secretary, we would wish for you to convey these sentiments to the Honorable Minister and to the government, that the GCCI is a partner indeed and in action, and every time you call on us, we are willing, we are happy to elevate this partnership. On that note, I would like to thank everybody for their participation, and bon appetit. I'm sure the lunch would be delicious.
I will now give the microphone to the last speaker, supervisor of this event, Ms. Beatrice Prom.
And Secretary, Motai, GCCI CEO, Representative Gaipa, participants, invited guests, good afternoon. My role is very simple, and I'm the only speaker with a notebook because I don't want to forget to thank anybody. If I forget to thank anybody, they'd be upset and would not want to be part of the trade fair from now on. So I wish to begin the thank yous with our partners, the people that made it possible for us to organize this trade fair. And they are Zenith Bank. Zenith, Gambia Revenue Authority, NetPage, our internet partner,